You are tuning into the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the Angels and Healing Light Show. Sit back, relax, and be open to receive the angelic messages and healing channeled through your host, Laura Romeiro.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's so good to have you back on Angels and Healing Light. Hello, my Angels and Healing Light family. I am so glad that you're here with me today. As always, I have a beautiful guest for you today, and I'm just waiting for her to call in, which should be momentarily, because I just need to give her the number to call in on. So her name is Anna Champagne, and I feel so happy that she's here with us today because she is a wonderful artist. She is a wonderful healer. She's a very vibrant person. And I am just going to have you hold on for just a second here, and I'm going to give her the phone number to call in on. So bear with me for just a moment. Technology, you know. So how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing really, really well. I hope you're talking to your angels and making them part of your life every single day, every single morning. I hope that, you know what I would really love to hear from everybody is how you've been using them to make a difference in your life. I would love to know what they've done to just help you. How has it changed your life? Where have they guided you to? That's what I would really love to see, and that's what I'd love to hear about. So would you mind letting me know one of these days? You can. I'm sorry, I'm messing this all up, aren't I? You can always email me and tell me. My email address is laura@angelsandhealinglight.com. My website is angelsandhealinglight.com. And I have some great classes coming up, by the way, if you're in the Sarasota area. So let me look at my calendar here. Starting in June on the 21st, June 21st, it's a Friday. I'm teaching a Reiki Level 1 class on Friday, and you can email me if you'd like to get on the list. It is going to be beautiful introduction to Reiki. You'll get to experience the light, the energy. You'll get to practice on each other, and you'll get started on one of the most wonderful paths that you'll ever be able to experience. It will open so many doors for you. It's just absolutely amazing. So if you're interested in Reiki, learning Reiki, then that would be June 21st at 10 a.m. Also, July 14th is a Sunday. I'm teaching an angel card reading class again. So Sunday, the 14th of July in Sarasota, angel card reading class. Fantastic thing to learn here. So let's see. Let me check with okay, there she's here. Ta-da. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for that little blip in time there, but I'm glad I got to tell you about my classes. But I'm really, really happy to bring Anna Champagne on with us today. I got a chance to spend some time with her, and one of the things that she does is she's an artist. She's a textile artist. She creates the most beautiful, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it, the most beautiful silk scarves and textiles. And they truly are beautiful works of art. Not only are they beautiful works of art, but she infuses them with energy, and they actually glow. You put them on, you can feel the energy. So I'm excited to have her talk about that. But some of the other things that she does, she is a healer. She's a fiber artist. She's a designer. She does so many different wonderful things. She's got a long history in healing and helping people connect with their higher selves. She is an energy healer. and she focuses on color and emotions. So she really gets to, I think, that the nitty-gritty of things, where things need to be healed, where they need to be corrected, and helps people move forward. She offers consultations in healing and interior design. She has a gift for assisting others in remembering their innate joy, their connection to their divine self, to live empowered lives of love, peace, beauty, and vibrant health. And may I tell you that on her website, she's going to talk about a course that she's offering. The first words on her website are, "Hello, beautiful woman, on a path of passion and purpose." Now, isn't that a beautiful thing to have? So you open up a web page and you say, "Hello, beautiful woman." Isn't that great? So thank you, everybody, and please welcome Anna to the show. Anna Champagne, good morning.
Good morning, Laura.
How are you doing this morning?
Okay?
You're
Wonderful.
A little bit far away.
I'm so excited to be here. Can you hear me okay?
Speak up a little bit louder. You're a little bit faint, Anna.
Okay. I've got the earbuds in like you suggested.
Well, maybe just put the microphone a little closer.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to have you here today. I was telling everybody how beautiful and how glowing and vibrant your scarves are, and I'm really excited to hear your thoughts about healing and healing with color and the healing sessions that you do, and all about the things you do that help people connect to their divine selves, how you work with angels. As you know, both healing and angels are so important to me. And so tell me, how did you come to create these beautiful scarves and come with the idea of infusing them with this beautiful energy?
For that amazing introduction. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate the invitation on the show. I actually loved meeting you, and as we've talked since our first meeting, it's just a joy. We're just, sisters on the path. So I really commend you for having this wonderful show and an opportunity for all of us to share more of our wisdom and love for healing and, of course, the angels who are helping us in so many ways. So can you hear me okay now? Is that any better?
A little bit louder would be probably pretty good. I can hear you, but I bet you a little louder. How did you get started? How did you come up with the idea of using angels in healing in your artwork?
Well, I've been a professional fiber artist for decades now, probably over 30, 35 years. I went to school for fibers, textiles. I used to paint on fine silk threads and then weave them into scarves and shawls and wall pieces. And then, did, high-end shows around the country and things. And then I started my family, and doing that whole production was very labor-intensive. So I shifted into painting just on silk scarves. And as I was raising my children, I became a transformational breathing facilitator and trainer. So I lived in New England at the time. I'm in Sarasota, Florida now. But I used to do the big shows, Whole Health, Whole Life, things like that. And I was, recruiting for my breathwork trainings. And I also always had my silks with me in the booths. And I've done a lot of other craft shows too, but a lot of holistic, New Life kind of shows, body, mind, spirit. So over the course of really decades, I came to see what the energy of the color and the silks were doing in people's energy fields. And to back it up a little, silk has the highest vibration of fiber. And then the pure colors that I put in, they're like frequencies of light. So they're like light of the rainbow, just that pure frequency of light. And then the energy that I'm like praying in, I call to my presence in the angels and do a lot of prayers and even intention for the person that that specific silk scarf is meant to go to, because I hand paint them each one at a time in these gradations of color. So they carry a lot of light and energy and frequency, and by working consciously with the archangels that embody the divine qualities of a certain color and a certain ray, I kind of infuse that into the silks, and that's what I teach about as well.
Well, I know that when I was able to try on various scarves, every one of them had a different energy. And I can't recall ever in my life having experienced feeling that very vibrant energy with trying on clothes, a scarf. You just put it around like a shawl, and it's like, wow, absolutely amazing. Every single one of them has a different energy. So do you then call in or pray for, so when you have your scarf, do you have an intuitive idea of what it needs to go to the right person, or for the right person to pick that particular scarf so that they're drawn to what they really need at that point in their lives?
Absolutely. So imagine, you saw kind of an abbreviated booth, but we used to have, pillars with a big rod and then just a wall of the silks. So when people would come into my booth, I would ask them, what are you most drawn to? And they would usually go right to the one that was really the perfect one for them, the one that really supported their energy. And it was just so much fun, and it still is, because when people try on different silks, they're like, wow, that one feels so different than this one. And, this is the same fabric as that other one, but this one feels lighter. So I really like to empower people, because as a healer, I really want people to just learn about their own personal energy and be sensitive to know what's right for them in just all aspects of life. So like you experienced, and I still have your silk here, there sometimes is that one that just, I call it activation. So when you put on one that is just the right frequencies and the right energy and color for you, your whole energy like brightens. Well, you know how that feels.
I sure do.
You experienced it. Yeah. And it was so fun, with you trying on the silks too, because you're so sensitive and attuned to those finer energies and the angels. So it was just such a joy for me to have you, try on one, and then you feel a certain way. And I would feel the energy too. It does emanate. And it is really exciting.
Well, you really do beautiful work. I just aesthetically beautiful, but it's spiritually beautiful as well. And I think it's phenomenal what you do. We have had a good friend of mine that specializes in crystals, and we talk a lot about crystal energy and how you can pick up certain feelings and vibrations from stones. But to be honest with you, touching your silks has the same, if not more for me, sense of energy to them, and I just think that's amazing. So how, and tell me about your healing class. I love that opening line on your website, and please tell people what it is. But that opening line, hello, beautiful woman on a path of passion and purpose, I love that. That doesn't make somebody say, oh, okay, well, all right, maybe I better look into this a little further.
Thank you
tell me
so
about
much.
your class.
Well, it's called Color Healing for a Vibrant, Abundant Life, 7 Steps to Heal What's Holding You Back and Increase Your Flow of Abundance. And with the color healing and with the healing I do, it's mostly in the emotional body, because that's where we're sensitive. Of course, that's where we're so receptive to our feelings, and also to color, because color is emotional, of how we feel in certain colors, surrounded by, in rooms and buildings, things like that. So my philosophy of healing is really that we get these stuck emotions. They get like trapped from either, traumatic experiences or just experiences that, like, say when we're young and we just interpret it a certain way, or being sensitive and empaths. There's a lot of us out there that really pick up a lot of energy, from our surroundings and things. So sometimes these energies just get kind of trapped in our energy field. So when we do the color healing, we're actually, like in a healing session, I'll just kind of go there for a minute. We'll identify like the trapped emotion and say it's grief and it's in your heart. Then we'll put beautiful, soft, pink silk around your neck and over your heart. And the angels are there just to shift the energy anyway from that pattern, of that emotion and release it. But then the pink, which carries that vibration of unconditional love and compassion, just raises your vibration. So that assists in the healing. So in the course, it's an 8-week online course. And each week you actually get a set of colored silks. So you get 7 silks, and we do 1 silk a week. The first week is white, so we're focusing on intention and vision and clarity with Archangel Gabriel and Hope, yes. And so each week we're going through learning about the angels and the divine qualities they embody as associated with that color and that ray.
And how how they can use that particular, not just for that particular moment in time, but for themselves and for everyone in the future, hopefully resulting in another tool in their toolbox of how to get through life easier and more joyfully, how to help others get through life more easily and joyfully. But I think that when you start working in those areas with energy and angels, there's just such a beautiful channel that opens up, and you begin to learn more and you experience more. And it's so wonderful that I think it's designed to even want to know and learn more. And so each class you're introduced not only to a new angel, but a new way of thinking, a new way of healing, a new way of being. Is that right?
Exactly. And each one builds, upon the other, or it kind of just adds to that body of knowledge and experience. And it's very experiential. So that's why, it's really a gift for me to be able to have a tangible tool to help people learn about energy. And so, for example, we all know Archangel Michael, and he's, we call to him for protection. Well, he's this beautiful sapphire blue. And in addition to protection, it's also focus, communication, it's divine will, it's his divine counterpart, the archetype faith, so it's faith. So, for example, it's these things are, it's very practical, what I'm teaching too. So say you're working on a big project and you really need focus, I call it, you need some blue flame, really get in there and you just put on that blue and, and think of even, our men and women in blue, so even historically that color is like for, just strong and assertive and, empowering. So there's very practical ways.
And it's my favorite color.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, I'm wearing some today too. I'm in blues and greens and aquas, and so it's really just a joy to consciously work with the color. And what happens with the healing when you're raising your vibration, those emotional patterns just entrain up to that higher vibration. So actually, that's how angels work in our life. We call to an angel like Archangel Michael, and he literally and his angels step into our energy field. So whichever angel, they have specific divine qualities that are associated with them and that they embody. So when we call them, they literally step into our energy field. So say we're needing just more unconditional love and compassion and that kind of support, they will step in until we in our own personal energy shift our energy and raise it to that higher vibration. So, and we have to ask them, as you know very well, we have to ask them and invite them in, but that's what they're here. That's what their service to life is. And it's just when you work with them consciously, been on this path for lifetimes really, but in this lifetime, most of my life, and then really working with the archangels for over 20 years now, there's such a richness, and they actually even saved my life. So it's just a beautiful thing. Beautiful.
Do you mind
beautiful
sharing
being.
how that happened?
Well, there was just there was a injury in an accident, and afterwards, I asked my friends, how could this have happened? I'm so faithful and connected to, my spiritual path and my presence and the angels, and they said it was because of that. The angels saved my life. And literally I was walking to my car to get an angel book, and I was hit by a car, and I did not experience anything except looking at my leg, falling, and so I know that they are there, and they're just so helpful too. Like when my children were young, and that parental feeling of anxiety or worry of your children, and being so sensitive, I would just, I think, open up a doorway to feeling so much of that, concern, for like our children. And that's a real universal thing. And that's when I started really working with Archangel Michael, and I would just call on him for protection and to surround all of us and to surround my children. And to this day, I still do that. My children, my daughter's 29, my son is 26. I call and surround them with Archangel Michael and his angels every day. And in fact, when I was teaching my daughter to drive, I said to her, so what's the first thing you're going to do when we're sitting here in the car? She said, put the seatbelt on. I go, yep, that is right. But what's the next thing you're going to do? And taught her that you called Archangel Michael. And she does that. And even though, we're very close, and even when she travels or flies, I just say, remind her, call to Archangel Michael. And she says, I know, Mom, I know, I do. So it's a beautiful to teach others too.
It certainly is. And right before you came on, I was asking my listeners to email me with their angel stories and how their angels are showing up in their life and what they're learning from them or what they're realizing from them. And I always remind people every week, kind of like you reminding your daughter, call Archangel Michael every time you get in the car. And I probably sound like a nag to my beloved listeners here, but, I tell them all the time, ask your angels to help you through every little thing and every big thing. But once you do that, it's fun. They're good companions. They're fun. They do incredible, miraculous things, and they just make life so much better.
Absolutely.
Well,
in fact, and Laura, oh, sorry.
Yes,
and it's not just when we're traveling. Really, it's just really starting our day. And did you want me to say just a little prayer or a little meditation, or we had talked about that?
Well, I'm going to, if you don't mind, if you have a little prayer to say, and then right after that, I'm going to take my first caller, who I know is
Wonderful.
my friend Nathaniel. So let's, if you want to do that, and then I'll talk to Nathaniel and some other callers, and we'll see what we can do to help them.
Sounds wonderful. And this will just set the stage for that. So everyone just, take a few gentle breaths, and we call to our own I am presence, and we call to that tube of light to surround us. We call to Archangel Michael and his blue flame angel to surround and protect and guide us all. We call to Chamuel and Charity and the pink ray angels to open our heart to receive that love from God, Goddess, all that is, and from our own I am presence, and to open that heart to be able to share it with others. We call to Jesus and Mother Mary and Archangel Raphael and the angels of the emerald ray of healing, truth, and abundance to surround all of us and all of the listeners here and their families, and just expand all this love and all this healing outward, and call to all the angels on all the rays to be here with us now. Amen.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you for surrounding us with the angels and the lights. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so enjoy that. Being surrounded in all that light and love and energy. All right, Miss Anna, I am going to take my call from Mr. Nathaniel here.
Wonderful.
Hey, Nathaniel? Let's see.
Hello.
Nathaniel's from area code. How are you? Long time no talk to. How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm a little tired right now, but pretty good, though.
Well, it's good to hear from you. What's on your mind today?
Oh, I just thought I'd check in and see what the angels were thinking.
Let's see. For you today is going to be Archangel Raphael, I'm getting. And then I'm going to see what Miss Anna has to say. So you get a message from Archangel Raphael, Nathaniel. Let's see what that's going to be. Archangel Raphael has that beautiful emerald green energy. And for you or for anyone you know that needs healing of any kind, whether it's major, minor, chronic, just anytime you can imagine being them surrounded with beautiful emerald green light, just ask Archangel Raphael to help. And the message for you from Archangel Raphael is about acceptance. It is accepting that everything is going in the right direction. And the reason that this message is important for you, Nathaniel, is because there are things that we can't see, that we're not meant to see yet. There are things that are not have come to fruition. There are things that are still in the development process. And unfortunately, we don't always see the outcome until it's ready for us to see or ready for us to experience. So Archangel Raphael is reminding you that in all things, accepting that everything is going in the right direction and accepting that you have a very strong support system behind you, even though you may not be able to physically see them with your eyes. They are there for you, and they are supporting you and guiding you and reminding you to stay in faith, to stay in trust, to stay in strength. They're reminding you to ask for the things that you need. Ask for the things that you need for your highest and greatest good. They're also reminding you that you need to go play more and have more joyful times and moments in your life where, you know, what's the saying? You just go trip the light fantastic. So
Yeah,
So
I've been working. A lot. Sometimes I work. Like I said, I was tired. Sometimes I work 70 hours a week, and they wanted me to work
definitely need to play more.
They wanted me to work graveyard last night, and I said, look, I can't, I can't sleep during the day, So I mean, like, I knew it was a fire watch, and I might be able to sleep even on the job, which would mean, I would get fired, but I can't, sleep. I can't sleep and work and try. I would just, I did it last week. I worked 14 hours. They asked me, will you accept this post 60 miles south here and drive down there? And, I said, yes. I worked from 7 at night to 7 in the morning. It took me another couple hours to drive back. I must have fell asleep 20 times.
That's definitely
coming back,
not
and I
safe.
think the only reason why is the angels kept waking me up after a second or two.
Oh my gosh! Well, good. I'm glad.
I mean, and my doctor fell asleep about 6 months ago at the wheel, and he rolled his car 5 times. He broke 6 ribs, and so I'm just I'm trying to avoid work a little bit. I'm sorry to go on so much for you. I know you want to talk.
Well, here's the thing. We all have obligations and we all have opportunities. So make sure that you're the only one that's going to take care of yourself. So make sure that you're able to say, this isn't safe for anybody. Not for me, not for the other people on the road. If you're just too tired, you just have to say no, or have the time to take appropriate breaks. But when they say you need to go out and play more, then that means you're working too much. But Anna,
I was shopping
Anna, do you have
night, and they called me and wanted me to go out to another plaza that was really a rough side of the neighborhood, and I went out and worked for 2.5 hours, and this one guy was hassling me. I go, well, why don't you pray more? He goes, and he just kept hassling me, and then, I said, well, I go, your wife knows, or your girlfriend knows, and she kind of smiled, and he got really upset, and I'm not supposed to, I'm a security guard, so I'm not supposed to harass the drug dealers, because the drug dealer pulled a gun on the security guard. But,
if I can jump in,
sounds like it's definitely time to play more. Stay away from the bad.
Yeah,
there's
if you can.
Well, but I don't know if I should have accepted it. I want to help people, So I said, well, okay, I want to be, a good employee and everything, but I probably should have said no.
Come first. Hey Anna, what do you have any input for Nathaniel here about him being tired and feeling obligated to do so much, or just any particular messages?
I very much do. Hi, Nathaniel. Nice to meet you. Well, first, make sure you're really calling in Archangel Michael, to surround you. But the message that I'm getting is really, try to find some time to be in nature. And, we're now going into the summer months, and if you can even get barefoot and really, that whole earthing thing, but being outside in some beautiful place, along a path or flowers, but I'm getting a lot of green, just surrounding yourself with more of that emerald ray green energy that, Archangel Raphael represents, and to call on him too. Because that will actually help your sleep rhythms and a lot of things to just kind of calm your system down and attune more to nature, and the angels will help you with that too. So I recommend spending time that way.
All right, Nathaniel. Well, stay in touch with us and go get some rest and take good care of yourself, and stay in touch, will you?
Okay then. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks for calling. So, my goodness, aren't we sometimes, all of us, at one point or another, stretched to our limits or beyond our limits, and we think, okay, well, just one more time or just 5 more minutes, or, this is really important time, ladies and gentlemen, to really listen to your instincts, and when they when they tell you, if your gut instinct or your angels are whispering in your ear, you know, this is too much, you need to step back and take a break before something happens, before you become ill, before you become injured. And like Nathaniel was saying, gosh, what if he fell asleep at work? That's an awful lot of things that could affect him detrimentally. So when we get to that point where it's starting to affect us detrimentally, then we need to stop and say, alrighty, I need to make a change here. And don't be afraid to put yourself first. If you need to rest or take a nap or go play, go on a picnic, go play on the swings, whatever it is you need to do to nourish yourself, to give yourself rest and peace, then you really need to take time to do that. We all go through that from time to time, but just don't let it get the best of you, because if you do, then there may be something that becomes the worst, and we don't want that to happen. So listen to your angels, listen to your instincts, and take good care of yourselves. Alrighty, I have another caller from area code 512. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for taking my call.
My pleasure. Who's this?
Hi, my name is Lisa, and I'm a true believer of Archangel Michael. Truly, I pray to him. So thank you. That's wonderful to have that gift. I'll ask the Archangel Michael that I lost. It was taken from me, my cat and my dog, my small dog. I want to know if I'm being able to retrieve my little doggy, my cat. It just happened. This person has them because they've been doing bad things. I want to know if I'm able to retrieve it. How can that other way I can retrieve it?
Archangel Ariel is the angel to talk to about this. I would also recommend a talk with St. Francis. Both St. Francis and Archangel Ariel are guardians of the animal kingdom, and they, their lookout is the natural kingdom, the animals. So for help with your animals and everybody, animals around the world that need some love and care and a peaceful and safe life, reach out to Archangel Ariel and St. Francis and ask them for guidance, ask them for your support, ask them for insight, and also ask them to protect your beloved animals. And also to let your animals know that you're thinking of them and you're sending them love. So if they're having some confusion or discomfort about their situation, they will get that message that you're there, you're thinking of them. And so Archangel Ariel and St. Francis. Okay. Hello?
Yeah, I agree.
I think we lost her. Okay.
Oh, yeah, and to just, like you said, your animal will feel you, and just call to the angels to help comfort the animal and your beloved pet, and actually Archangel Raphael too, to help with that healing, and even Chamuel to help with that, the love, and to help you find that peace too. So Uriel as well for that peace. And I actually do work with animals as well in my healing sessions, and it's really amazing. They're, of course, very receptive because they're very open. They just are so attuned to us. That's why it's important for us to, keep our energy calm. That's why they help us to actually, as we're petting them and giving love, they're helping us, open our hearts too. But there's a lot we can do to help unburden them too, because they take on a lot of, the energies of others and things like that too. So it's important to, keep your pets in the prayers too, and to ask the angels who just love to do this to help unburden all of the elemental kingdom, whether it's the pets or the even, even weather is a lot of discordant energy and that thoughts and emotions from humanity. So we actually have even a lot of power to work with the weather, as well as, all the beautiful beings and elementals and pets and the animals on Earth.
That's so very true. I agree with you. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can put out thoughts and prayers and intentions for all of our animals. And even if they are deceased, even if they are in spirit, remember that your beloved pets can hear you and they're with you, and all you need to do is talk to them like you normally would. They're usually right there with you or watching over you. They're still a big part of our lives. And just like our human family, our pet family stays in touch, and they know what's going on in our lives. They know about the birth, the new babies, the new jobs. They know what's going on in your life. So just let that be of warmth to your heart. And I'm going to take another caller from area code 914. And, area code 914, good morning. Who is this?
Hi, good morning. Thank you for taking my call. My name is Christine.
Hi, Christine. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Great. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Colorado.
Oh, right. Beautiful state. Well, what is your question today, Christine?
My question is, I'm wondering if you could think of anything in terms of my next move. I was offered a job somewhere, and I'm wondering if I'm going to get it and if I'm going to move because of it.
Is it in a mountainous region as well?
Actually, it's in the opposite direction of the mountains.
Okay. I keep seeing mountains. And it's a new place for you, but I keep seeing mountains. So, let me see. All right, let's ask the angels what Christine needs to know about this job offer. Her highest and greatest good. I'm still seeing mountains. Oh, let's see. Is this a promotion?
No, it's a separate job offer.
Is it a more elevated position is it a leadership position or organizational or leadership position?
No, but it does pay a little bit more than what I'm making now.
You know what I would suggest? Just do a little meditation on it, and just feel what it would like to be in that job. How you would feel, or to really come from your self-empowerment. And you can also call on Archangel Raphael and Christine with Illuminations Ray for more of that, like discernment, understanding, wisdom, so that you can bring that light in, and even Gabriel and Hope for the clarity that you're asking for now. But also to just keep strengthening what you're really wanting, because then it'll be clear. Either that or something else even better will come into your life. So really just remember to keep focusing on really what you're wanting. That's my suggestion.
Thank you.
So the other messages from Archangel Michael is about it's about organization, it's about logic, it's about structure and discipline and leadership. And this is about you making it very clear what it is that you want, and structuring and making sure that you are moving forward and moving or working in the present actually with the thought of being logical right now. So your dreams, they just need some guidelines and some organization so that you can manifest properly. And so Archangel Michael's coming out to say, please make a detailed plan about how you're going to move forward. And because you need to make and keep control over the situation and how things happen. So it's basically about you taking charge of the situation. It's about you taking charge of your life and your situation, for asking for what you want. They just keep showing me mountains, and I don't see anything different from that. I mean, where you live, are you surrounded by mountains? Or are you in flatland?
No, I'm in the city of Denver, basically.
Okay. It's literally you're what I'm seeing is that the mountains are rising above you, so you're more of a lower elevation, being surrounded by mountains. I don't see you really moving forward or making any geographical changes, but I see you becoming more empowered and more structured and more in charge of your own path. And he's telling me now it's about being clear about what you want. He says, however, he's also saying that right now he doesn't see you making a change in the future, but in the immediate future. But once you become clear, once you become structured, once you become really organized and empowered, that is going to change. It's going to present you with more opportunities that you'll be able to take on a leadership role in your life, as well as to help others lead for them. The other thing they're saying is, that it will give you financial security. So it sounds like you've just got a little bit of time left, but to make things the way you want them, by being very clear about what you want and asking for it, and then being the one in charge. And I hope that helps you. Yeah. So please, Christine, let us know how it goes. I know that life is always got full of opportunities.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying very much. Yeah.
So thank you.
Call to Gabriel and hope for that help with the clarity.
Yeah, sure. Good luck.
Thank you.
Sure. I got time for one more caller, and then I want to hear some more from Anna about her classes and her website. So how about area code 352? Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, well, seeking guidance, of course. I'm Joanna, and I've been through, for the past years, a whole lot of upheaval and trying to get back on my feet. And I was in a situation where I lost a position. I was staying with someone, and something just told me, time to walk away from them. Things were not going well. I'm waiting on housing. I'm trying to find another position. So I'm seeking guidance on looking for work again, and I'm just kind of lost as to which direction to go as far as areas to live in and things like that. So I'm kind of lost. At the same time, then I'm looking for another position, if you could understand that.
Okay. So do you have a particular, you were offered someplace to live recently?
Yes. Actually, I was approved for housing, but what happened was, first I was in the city that I'm in. I was approved for housing. At first I was told that I was in the top 10, but then when I checked in with them last week, they said, no, now you're number 41 on the list. And I was like, wow, that could be a very long time. I had been living working caregiving jobs for years, living caregiving jobs, assisting jobs.
I remember
and
talking to you a week or two ago, or something, a couple of weeks ago. I remember talking to you. You do have something coming up very soon, a living arrangement. I mean, not a living arrangement, but a place coming up very soon. And I'm being told to double check to make sure that wasn't an error going from number 10 to number 41, but also ask for a referral for another possibility, because you do have something coming up, and it feels very calm and peaceful and very settled. Anna, do you have
it
anything
feels really good.
To help her get focused and move forward?
Exactly.
Yeah, there is something better coming. So just, have that faith. The archangels have, the masculine and the feminine. So as we learn more about the angels, it's wonderful to call to the divine counterpart too. And for Archangel Michael, it's faith. And that is also that focus, like that you're, talking about. But it's also calling in, Gabriel and Hope again for that clarity.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
It's actually a wonderful time because, I'm making a big move now too and really taking a leap of faith, the way I'm doing it. But I'm, so I support you in doing that because just remember as you're healing and, the feelings that are coming up and the emotions or fears or doubts or, concerns, that's a wonderful opportunity for healing those patterns. And then,
exactly.
And the angels can support you and call in Archangel Raphael for the healing and, all these different angels. But as you get calmer and clearer on what you want to manifest in your life, you'll draw that to you. So every time you feel the fear or the questioning doubt, you just, get quiet and go inside and remember to ask your own, I am presence as well, who is the divine wisdom to assist you and you'll be guided. But as we heal those patterns in our life, we're shifting our energy. We're getting a new alignment. So you're going to be attracting from a newer vibration, and that's a wonderful thing.
Exactly, right. And let me tell you, I prayed, and I do call on the angels, and I was praying because of the individual who I'm staying with. And I'm like, and it was just like a warning up. It's like you've got to get out now, in other words.
Yes.
So I was like, yeah, I needed to step away from that situation. And right, I feel like a total different energy that I'm in now. And waiting on that. But I'm so, you gave me the chills when you told me that something was coming up for me.
I'm getting the chills.
Yes,
I know, I can't wait. So
yes. I was like, oh my God. So all right, so there might have been a mistake with that because I was going to today and find out where I was on the list again. So right.
You're going to get there, Joanna. Just keep focusing and asking for guidance. And who else is helpful is Archangel Michael when it comes to making major moves and things like that. So you've got a whole slew of angels, your guardian angels, your archangels. Just keep moving forward and keep focused on where you want to go. And don't let anything hold you back. You're going to run into speed bumps, but you just got to get over them. So keep in touch, and everything's going to be steady as she goes. Steady as she goes.
And
all right.
And stay in that joyful place.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Stay in that. Oops, sorry. Stay in that joyful place is what I wanted to tell you too. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Bless you both. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, honey. You too.
You too, sweetie.
So what's coming up next for you, Miss Anna? You have a fair this weekend, is that right?
Yeah, actually, I've just been invited to be part of a Global Wellness Day, and it's happening, I understand, all around the world. So we're having an event here at the Westin Hotel in Sarasota, Florida, and there'll be people doing meditations and talks, and I'll have all my silks there, and it's going to be a really fun day. And then I have my color healing course that we were talking about. That's coming up in a couple weeks. So I invite you all to, check it out. And if you have any questions about it, contact me. You can find all of that on apathofbeauty.com. So that's an easy way. Because even the information, well, I could tell you that too. It's courses.apathofbeauty.com/color-healing. So that's the link, but that's on apathofbeauty.com as well. And I'm really excited to, have this next class because it's just a beautiful thing, and everyone supports each other. And, we're surrounded by angels every week, and we're wearing the silks, and it's easy to integrate into your life as well. I've made these like meditations that will take maybe 5 minutes, so you can just fit it into your life, maybe in the morning or before you go to bed, and just have your silk on. And then you're just guided to connect with the angels and those divine qualities as embodied by the angels to, support you. And it's a beautiful thing. When I even listen to them or go in my studio and I take these even few minutes, little breaks, I just open my eyes and the room is filled with light and angels. So it's really fun because it's very interactive too, very practical. So you're getting, the 8 weeks of a weekly Zoom call, so an online call where we see each other and talk, and it's all recorded as well. So if you miss a class or something, that's fine. And
sounds like a beautiful class full of beautiful energy.
Yeah, and it's really to just, raise your vibration and heal what's holding you back from whatever you want to manifest in your life.
Well, thank you, Anna, for being with us today. And I hope everyone, if you get a chance and you're in Sarasota this weekend, go to the Westin in Sarasota, get a look at her scarves. They are just incredibly beautiful. She does beautiful work. They have beautiful energy. And I know that you'll want to have your own, and they're just beautiful. So please check in, and I think can all benefit from learning healing on so many levels, but her class coming up is going to be really special and will open, I think, a lot of spiritual doors for you. So check it out. If you have questions, reach out to her, email, go to her website, look it over. Her websites are really beautiful too, by the way. So check those out. Thank you very much, Anna, for being with us today. Next
thank
week,
you so
ladies
much.
and gentlemen. Oh, man, it was great. Next week, we have the wonderful Carol Ann Carey, the Psychic Medium of Sarasota, of Psychic Medium of SRQ. And for those of you that listen to her show on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, you know how wonderful she is. But if you'd like to get a message from your loved one in spirit, whether it's an animal or a human, give her a call. Give us a call next Tuesday at 11 a.m. because she is just the best of the best, I think. I can't say enough good things about Carol Ann Carey. She's great. So give a call. Our upcoming shows, we've got some classes about Reiki healing are coming up. Shows about Reiki healing coming up, and I know you're not going to want to miss out on those because it's beautiful information too. Please reach out to me. Get me your angel stories. I want to hear them. I'm really interested in how you're utilizing the angels and the things you hear on the show, how it's making a difference in your life. I really would love to know that. Please email me, Laura@angelsandhealinglight.com. You can go to my website, which is called angelsandhealinglight.com. And if you subscribe, I will send you out an angel message of the week that comes out on Mondays or Tuesdays, and it's a special message every week that's important for you to know. And think about the messages that you got from the show today and how it matters to you and how you're going to use that message to help get you through something, to help you move forward, or for you to help somebody else move forward. If you got to listen to Megan and I last week, we're talking about igniting the light of ourselves and igniting the light in others and helping that light shine bright as can be. We want to make our light so bright that, the International Space Station is going to comment on it. So work on that. I look forward to hearing from you all next week. Until then, may you be blessed by a million angels and God, and let go of anything that doesn't serve your purpose anymore. Move forward, shining your light, and just have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you next Tuesday, everybody. Thanks again, Anna Champagne. Thank you, Tiffany, Goldilocks Productions.
Yeah, Laura, thank you so much, and thank you, Tiffany. And I just wish you all just a beautiful day filled with angel love.
All right. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.